So today we are going to talk about enrollments and eventually during my 3 months that we had, I tried to enroll many people and eventually I didn't succeed. So I'm going to talk about that. So from my perspective, I never consider me as a salesman, and I'm more like a person who likes to support, to help, to eventually be of service. And uh, maybe that is something that it's limiting me from actually uh, enrolling the people, even though the idea is good and I'm sharing what is eventually doTERRA, maybe that limitation that eventually is limiting me from being the kind of enroller or salesman, it's being identified by the people, and the people are not trusting this concept. So I don't know. From my side, I feel that I'm doing it right. Eventually, I'm offering consultations for free. I'm trying to support through messaging online, and I speak with the people for hours sometimes. I also sometimes offer uh, products for free, oils for free, and even some cashback. And so I don't know what more I can do to help the people understand. But there is a problem of starting this enrollments, even though I have some experience, but from these 3 months in particular, uh, I struggled really to enroll, especially the most excuse was I don't have enough time. So what do you think about this?
Thank you so much, Alex. And I really appreciate that we record this because I really like to have these coaching sessions between us. And I think it's so valuable if we can share this all the time with our group
Of course.
and whoever wants to learn, because I feel all these things, I've been there and I know how it is. And I'm facing the same challenges like you or everyone else. The difference is basically is the mindset, as we always saw. It's all about the mindset. And the first point which you mentioned when we started our discussion before we recorded was that you said I feel like I'm not like an enroller person, as you said. I'm not a salesperson, and you said that I'm more like a spiritual guy, and I'm not good with numbers. And you said the other big excuse we have that I have no time. So these things are all justifications of the mind to make you believe that actually you cannot do it. But we need to understand that the mind justifying everything. So as it can justify that you are incapable of doing something, it can also justify that you can do this. Nike has this great slogan, just do it. And I lived in the US for a year. I went there at age 20 as I wanted to explore a different mentality than Hungarians, because I'm from Hungary, and in Hungary everyone is very pessimistic. I'm not good enough, and so on. There's a lot of, and in general, I can say that Europe is like that. It's a European sickness, self-limiting, being self-limiting, self-limited, and not really open for that unknown wholeness, which is much beyond our own capacities, which we can imagine to fulfill. There is no set frames that this is how far I can go. We just talk about sports, how many times people are making records in swimming and running. Running 100 meters under 10 seconds was impossible it was incredibly impossible, and now that's the minimum. So what I just wanted to say all of this is that we need to work on our mindset and not accepting the experience only what we had, but learning from other people's experience, because we have one lifetime, which is I don't know how many years, and your experience is very little that you can achieve great goals through those what you're going through. Experiencing things is very important, but you don't need to experience with your own limitations. You can experience with other peoples around who have already made, who knew the secret path towards success. So basically, the success we are talking about is not something that we reach by ourselves. Whoever you ask, if it's Arnold Schwarzenegger or whoever you ask, they always say that success is a team business. It's not something you can achieve because you need a good coach, you need someone who you're being inspired, you need a role model, you need the right timing, circumstances, the right people. So it's never about you. Successful people know this, and you're never alone. And I truly believe that self-awareness is where everything starts. How much you realize, as you realized recently, just told me that, you know, I'm not good with this, not good with that. These are symptoms which need to be treated. Just like you can, for the rest of your life, you just have a new baby, right? For the rest of your life, you can hold your child's hand and support him to walk, or you can help him to walk by himself. So what do we want? Do you want for the rest of our life believe that we can only walk by on crutches, or we can grow up and realize that actually in the beginning I need them, but later on I can even run. I can even reach things which I never thought I can ever do, because there is something much higher than your limited mindset, which right now you have. And that's what makes you successful in everything in life. doTERRA has no difference from any other businesses. You just need to being inspired, keep on learning from those who already made it, and understand that it doesn't matter if you are an enroller or you are just a supporter, if you are good in sales or not good in sales. It's not about you. It's about how I can get rid of all my self-limiting beliefs, and how much I can share the power of the oils, and how much I can really make people believe that they can achieve anything what they want. And it's not about, but I'm giving free consultations, I'm giving out free products, free. It's not the key. You have a great value, and you deserve not to be free. You deserve to give value to people, which has a great potential. So please just remind yourself that what is the most important thing in self-development is always to look deep inside of yourself and see what is missing, and then start to grow within that potential which you have within you. But you need some other people. You're not alone.
I say something because you defined, look at those people who succeeded, right? And the point is this: okay, I can look to people who succeeded, and actually, I don't know no one who I know personally who succeeded. And who I know, maybe is Katinka, and in a way, I know her online, and I know Kari from you and some messaging. And from my personal experience, I don't like that type of success. So if I am going to have that money and that mindset, I prefer not have that money. That is why I am struggling with numbers, because
again, this is sorry, Alex, this is
Yes.
again a justification.
Yeah.
we always justify ourselves to our limitations. This is for you a justification that, you know, they success, I don't want their success. I don't like how they did it. I don't like their personalities. Therefore, success equal that I am arrogant. I am this, I am that. So therefore, I don't want it. Do you see this? This is again a mental distortion. Stop focusing on other people. I didn't say that you need to become like Katinka. I didn't say that you need to become Kari. I didn't say that you need to copy paste. You need to learn the full potential which you can achieve in your life and be inspired by other people, their techniques, their way of approach, what they were succeeding, and then integrate it in your own personality, in your own life. I tell you another thing about this. After I finished gymnastics, I was very much injured in many parts of my body, and I went into yoga to heal myself. And I studied different styles of yoga. And one of my certification was power vinyasa yoga teacher training with a guru from the US. And he wanted me, and basically really liked the way I was very committed, and he wanted me to teach the way he wants to teach. And I'm very grateful for him because I learned so much from him. But I told him that I don't agree with so many things how you're teaching and what he accomplished. He's an amazing, successful person in yoga. He's really amazing person. But I cannot agree with so many ways how he's teaching. So I developed my own sequence and started to teach my own way. Having said that, I've learned so many tools, so many things, which thanks to him, I started to do yoga teacher trainings.
Mhm.
It's not that you need to become someone who you are not. It's but purely just collecting all those things which are benefiting for you to become a better version of yourself. How I can serve humanity better.
Mhm.
For that, I want to be inspired from those people who I feel inspired by. If you don't like Katinka, if you don't like Kari, reach out to other people. Just like we are reaching out to each other to support each other. We don't have to. If I'm not happy with my coach in gymnastics, if I would have not been satisfied with my coach, I couldn't become a champion. I wanted to work together with him because he was the one who could teach me how to do this. And when I switched a coach, because I needed to move from a small little town, I was from my hometown, I needed to go to the capital of Hungary, Budapest. I needed to switch coach. And the two coaches were completely different. My coach in the beginning was very kind and very peaceful person, you know. But when I moved to Budapest, to the capital, he was an uh, um, Olympic medalist, and his style was like this, and I was very upset. He was shouting at me. He was doing things which I took very personal because I thought that how come that this guy is shouting at me while I'm doing my best? This was his way of encouragement. He said, "You're gonna fall, you're gonna fall, you're gonna fall." And he was shouting it while I was doing my exercise. And guess what? I fell, you know? But then I learned this is a way of encouragement so that I stay up and keep on going and don't give up and keep on moving. So we need to learn the way, the methods, what is the intention behind, and learn from the best. So doTERRA is nothing else for you and for me, but this is just a vehicle, a bicycle. You can jump on this bicycle and start to go, but then how fast you go, which road you are taking, when do you stop, how many hours do you ride your bike, how many times you just stop and relax and just look around and see other bikers, how do they do, how many times you go on YouTube and check how to cycle, what is the right technique of cycle, you know, what hat to wear if you fall. You know,
Oh,
these are all things which um, I can only give you inspiration, but it's your journey.
So from your perspective, who should we, whoever is seeing this video as well, who should we talk with to have that inspiration from your side?
I just been to Tarifa yesterday, and it's the capital of kite surfing. Everyone is surfing there. The beach is full of kite surfers. I cannot even swim because I was hit. If I would do that, I could be hit by these kite surfers. I really want to learn how to kite surf. So never done it. I'm very excited to do it. So what do you think? Who should I learn from kite surfing? I'm asking this question back to you. If I want to learn kite surfing, I've never done it. What should I do?
If you know someone, you begin from the one.
I don't know anyone. I don't know anyone. You know what I did?
Yeah.
I went from one kite surfer to another. And I asked them. I talked to a 60-year-old kite surfer, a 15-year-old kite surfer, 30-year-old kite surfer. How long it took you to learn it? How do you suggest it to learn it? What is the difference? Because I know windsurfing. What is the difference between kite surfing and windsurfing? Who do you suggest to learn from? How much investment it takes so that I can get there? All it takes is asking the right questions from the right people. Until you get the answer, you just keep on asking, keep on making your research.
But in doTERRA, it's different because we are speaking with wellness advocates who are not in our lineage, who are not in our upline, and eventually imagine you trying to help someone who is not in your downline. Why you should? Imagine if you are a successful person and someone comes from outside your lineage, comes from another enroller, who is enough under curry, but enough, I don't know, but you are not connected in a way. In any way, your uplines are not his uplines. Why he should come to you and why you should accept him?
Alex, I thought that you said that I am more like a spiritual person.
It's not about me, it's about them.
But listen to me. Do you think that those people who are up there and successful, you don't find those who are spiritual and they just help no matter who is coming?
Please.
Because
where are they?
This, it's like here is a water. I put it here down in front of and I'm complaining, I'm thirsty. Where is the water? I cannot see. Where is the water? It's in front of your eyes, my friend. You need to open it and you need to taste it. But you can say that, I cannot see very well. I don't know how to drink from a bottle. I have difficulties to open it. We need to grow up, Alex. And instead of saying, "Oh, but how can I find poor me?" I'm a victim. I cannot find people.
Think about our children.
You know what I
think about?
Let me ask you this. Again, I just used the kite surfing example. I use so many examples so that you got it finally. Your limitation is your mind, Alex. That you believe that those people don't exist. They are there. They are waiting for you to know them. The question is how open you are and how thirsty you are and how determined you are to find these people. If I want something, I get it. Why? Because I learned from age 7 that if I want to read something, I want to learn a new element, I know exactly what it takes. I need the right information. I need the right amount of practice. I need the right amount of follow-up and guidance from someone who can tell me, am I doing it right or something? These are the steps of learning. But you know what, Alex? We were not taught this in school. We were not taught this by our parents. We were not taught about so many things. So we are not grown up children into the business world. So what do we need to learn? Even if you tell me, but doTERRA is different. No, there's no difference. Business requires knowledge, practice, and follow-ups, and keep on doing it. And you will get there. So there's no difference. You are just dealing with different products and different circumstances, different environment, because obviously it's different when you are working in a betting company and when you are working in a company where you're actually healing people. That's already, you are in the right place.
I want to share this with you, because I'm trying to work with many people who eventually I see they are interested, and some people have also kind of business in their own way, which I like, and I ask them, please, can you share what you do? And so I understand your business, so maybe I can buy. And they even struggle to share their own business. Imagine
Yeah.
how they are able to make a business, another one, plus that one with doTERRA. So people are, it's true that when they
Alex,
say they don't have time, in a way, they don't, because they choose time, of course. But eventually, that is what they have today. Uh, the people are swamped with things today,
Alex,
and even those things that they love,
mhm.
they struggle to share them.
Alex,
Imagine a doTERRA, which is something new. How much is more difficult for someone like me to go into that place?
awesome. Listen, Alex, let's imagine that we are a couple, you know? I'm the wife and you are the husband. Okay?
An addiction.
So,
Yeah.
can you imagine that our relationship can work if it's only you continuously telling me that, you know, we should work on our relationship, we should spend more time on each other. We should really invest more time on understanding the whole dynamics of a man and woman relationship. Do you think that a relationship is only one party business?
It's
You know,
yeah.
it's the same thing with when you are partnering up with someone, like I'm partnering with you. And the reason why our business is growing, now it doesn't matter on which speed it's growing, but it's growing. The reason why it's exponentially going to grow is because we are working more and more efficiently, wisely, self-awarely, self-consciously, and understanding what's our what we need to work on. So the same thing, when you are enrolling someone, you are looking for business partners, and you are not looking for babysitting.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a babysitting business, because you get so upset after you realize that you have 10 children and they are crying for food, crying for being fed, and so on. But on the other hand, many, and this is which I put it in a bracket, you know, this is the reality. Most of the people who get into network marketing, who get into this kind of business like doTERRA, which is actually really a completely different mindset, requires a completely different mindset, because you are responsible for your business. You're not an employee anymore. You are an employee. You are an entrepreneur right now. And most of the people who you talk to, they are employees. They sit in their office, work 8 hours, 8 hours is done, they go home, and that's what they learned. They're working for the money is something that they get after 8 hours of work. So they work 8 hours, they get money. Here, you need to learn not getting any money unless first you become successful. And this is a very difficult mindset because most of people are encouraged by, okay, I worked already
Yeah.
3 hours on doTERRA
Yeah.
and I see no money in it. You know
Yeah.
why you didn't see any money
Yeah.
yet? Because you're not doing it right. It's like gymnastics. I've been practicing this element for 1 year and I still cannot do it. What's wrong?
Yeah.
Wrong is I didn't learn the right technique.
I wish
So just
I wish to
can I
comment.
just conclude?
Yes.
Just can I conclude this statement?
Yes.
I always use gymnastics because that was my academy,
Of course.
13 years, and it's I can put it in anywhere, any models, to relationship, to business, and anything.
Yes.
There's no difference
Yeah.
really. The point is that when we go into doTERRA, we're gonna meet children, babies, who do not have a clue what does it mean to become an entrepreneur. To become an entrepreneur, you need to completely turn upside down. Like you need to you go into handstand. Now the world is upside down. And you need to learn that actually success is a completely different thing what I learned in school. That you need to be good grades, you need to go in and follow exactly the instructions. You learn something very specific and be expert in it. And once you know that one thing, you can do this for the rest of your life and you will be paid for.
Yeah.
doTERRA is a way of life. doTERRA is you need to be good in sales, in talking to people, in the products, understanding essentials, personal development every single day, spirituality, to have that positive mindset that everything is possible, inclusiveness, wholeness. There is no one, or like you said, that how should I go someone who is outside of our family tree. This is not about that. If I'm really truly get to the top, do you think I care if you are into my business or not? No, because I want to share this with everyone. Everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome to work with me. This is how you go into your new finding your new enrollees. This is me. My name is Alex. I'm very much enthusiastic about essential oils. I want to work with you if you have all those qualities what I'm looking for. You don't pray for them, or you don't like, please choose me, please sign up because I really need you. This needing, it doesn't work. I am very stable. I know what the power of doTERRA is. I know exactly how successful I will be with this business with time. I know that it's different from other businesses, but it takes time, and in the long run, it will grow into a passive income in my life. Do you want to join me? And I can share you why this is the best business you can join. If you're not interested, no problem. I still can share with you these oils, which is good for your problems. Not everyone understands right away because you still don't understand it. How can someone understand it who has just talked to you after 1 hour? How can you expect someone what you've been doing for 2 years to do and understand it?
Yeah.
Sorry that I talk too much.
Yeah, we both love to talk too much. So, what I would like to add with that is that I learned something, and I still sometimes make the mistake, if I want to call it like that. That sometimes I remind the people, because the reminder sometimes it works in a certain way. It's like hey, do you remember me? And some people eventually remember you, and eventually they, in a way, react. But if someone is really interested, do you need to remind him? Or maybe the experience that is going on will remind him. So eventually, if we connect with a pain injury example, or maybe I want to make it more real example, one of my niece had acne, and I told her, I saw that you have acne, do you want to try the HD Clear Kit? And eventually she took us like a photo shoot of the baby, and I told her, I'm going to give you this as a gift because I want to give you something, not just as money, but for your health. And eventually she used it and the acne was going. And I asked her and I told her, you know, I know that it lasts almost a month. And I told her, if you want, I order every month. And if you want to order, tell me and eventually I will order it for you. And she didn't. So I think now that past 2 months, some of the products went off or they are like empty. And for a reason, she didn't connect with me. So the point is this, I can call her and remind her, you know, how are you doing with the acne? Is it okay? Do you need something? Okay. But there is also the other part that the acne will reappear and the calling that this kit worked will work automatically without I am reminding her.
Did
So
you, okay, this is a very good example. So we have this niece of yours.
yeah.
Now, do you know the reason why she's not ordering again if it was successful for her? Do you know the reason?
No,
Hmm.
no.
That's it. It's like my wife is not talking to me, and I'm sitting very angry like this. Why she's not giving me a kiss? Why she's not hugging me?
But you
Because
know,
because you know I really love her, but you need to ask the question, what is the reason? And just very transparently,
yeah,
you told me that this is helping you in your situation.
yeah.
Can I just ask you why you are not continue if it works for you? And then she can say, because it's too expensive,
Mm.
because I don't feel it's helping me anything,
Mhm.
because it's this and this and that.
Yeah.
We need to learn to ask, be brave to ask, and to handle these objections.
Mhm.
If we don't know, we won't be able. And it's not about running after her or him. The person can be anyone. It's about giving me all the necessary information what he is lacking of, because the reason why people are not ordering or not using these products, because they don't know how successful it is. They don't know this and this and that. They don't know the price is expensive because they are not enrolled. They don't know that this needs to be used consecutively so that the effect will be much stronger in the long run, and it actually will naturally help. They probably don't know why this is better than a cream which has hormones in it and lot of stuff, and that cost only 5 euros. This cost 40 euros. Why should I use that? Because this has no side effects, the other one has. So these are things, Alex, that if I don't understand someone mindset, I this is why I'm listening to you so carefully. We need to be, this is a good thing, we need to be a good listener first and most. We try always to convince people, to jump on people. No, we need to just listen, understand where they are coming from, what their mindset, because it's all again about their understanding.
But
So get to the roots why she's not ordering. And the answer, just 1 second, the answer can be, because although it works and although this and this and that, I don't feel like.
okay.
And if that's the answer,
Yeah. Yeah.
you did your best,
Yeah.
you went till the wall, you gave all what it takes, all the knowledge, all the power, all the
Yeah.
love, all whatever. Now, can you allow that person to say, no, I'm not interested? Or do you always need to be successful if what you put energy into? You need to have that expectations that that person will buy, because that will kill you. All you need to do, and this is Abdul Baha saying, okay, do not be content with showing friendships in words alone. Let your heart burn with loving kindness for all who may cross your path. It doesn't say that, you should be loving with this who is kind to you. We are just sharing. You are just spreading the oils, you are the oil man throwing oils. This is your gun shooting oils everywhere. And who is picking it up, who is trying it, who is listening to you, that's the person you need to work with. The other person, oh, it's so expensive, blah, 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 and you explain and you shared and with loving kindness and openness. It's not your business to, in a way, push people into this. You are just sharing it. And many times people come back in a year's time, in 1 or 2 years. And it's good to always remind people, yes, because people are all over the place. So a loving reminder, it's always great, but always get information, because you never know that right now your niece is probably has nothing to do with the oil. It's not because she's not happy with the oil, but she is maybe in a process of divorce, in a process of another sickness which is much greater, in a process of losing her job. You understand?
Yeah.
So there's
Lost,
so
lost
many
in life.
things which, yes, lost in life. So you need to treat lost in life. And you know, with doTERRA, you are, and this is the great things, we are not just treating the symptoms of a physical illness or mental or any illnesses, but we are giving an opportunity to people to also help them on a financial world, on the financial side, and to integrate them into a community where we are having a different concept of doing business than in other ones. And that's why I love network marketing. And that's why I always gonna do this for the rest of my life, because actually, if you really think about it, everything is network marketing. We gave this name to these companies, that network marketing, but in a corporate world is also network marketing. There are CEOs, managers, and servants. The problem there is no way that we can really be compensated equally. A CEO will always make more money than the one who is under there. This is a pyramid scheme: CEO, managers, and servants. And this is set up perfectly, everyone accepting it. In doTERRA doesn't work like that. You can enroll someone today, Alex, and like Concetta, I'm giving an example of Concetta, who I so much admire and so much love the way she's doing doTERRA. And she was, as I told you, it was at least half a year that I've been talking to her about this, and she was not an entrepreneur or whatsoever. She didn't understand this whole network marketing, but she was curious. She was a great athlete. I want to work. You need to have an athlete mindset. Athletes are so good because they have body consciousness. Concetta is so good in doTERRA because she's a dancer. You see this point? Because her dancing experience, she implemented in the business environment. And she is never giving up, keep on learning, keep on wanting to know more. And when she feels ready, boom, like a lion, you know? She is like a lion. When she's ready and shoot. That's what you need to learn, and everyone.
What I want to say about the niece, because I'm trying to, what I can answer now today is why I didn't reach her out as you told me, because I did reach her out, because I told her, you need something, you need more, please tell me. And I stopped there. I didn't ask, why are you not ordering? And you know why I didn't? Because I don't want my niece to see me as the salesman.
But this is not about the question is wrong. You are not a salesperson here. You are helping someone to heal herself naturally.
But
so the wrong question, what you're asking, it's not about why don't you order? You know, I'm the salesperson. Why don't you order? No,
Yeah,
but
but-
I ask you, you know, how is the OS? Are you still using it? Do you feel it's better?
Yeah.
Yes, it's better. It works much better. Okay, so why don't you using it every day? Oh, because I'm out of it and I don't have any more. So why don't you order? Oh, because you didn't order for me. You know, but it has a value. It costs money. This is how I pay for it as well. The mentality of everything is free. It keeps you all the time down. The mentality of everything free, give it to me free. You know, this is I tell everyone, even all my yoga students, when you finish your teacher training and start to teach yoga as a certified yoga teacher, don't teach for free. Not because it's not wonderful. I teach for free when an NGO asks me or a university asks me to go in and teach. I go because there is different reasons why I do something, but I don't teach and I don't want my student to teach for free because it has a value. You studied for it, you practice for it for many years, and it has a value. And money is nothing else but a tool which compensates that energy, that time, that efforts, what you put in, because in the end of the day, you need to buy your food and put it on the table.
Yeah.
So everyone is working for the money. Everyone. If you don't have to work for the money, do it for free. I agree.
Yeah.
If you are a millionaire or if you have a good enough money, then you don't need it anymore. Great.
You know,
I hope that everyone get there.
I wish, especially what comes to my mind is Annalise, that she is here, but because I remember the day that we connected after the enrollment and after these sessions, that she, even though she didn't never told me about this, she told me after, when I was introducing her doTERRA and being the kind salesman, she was seeing that this is about business as well, right? So when you are
Yes.
in a friendship idea, and then you are shifting yourself in the business idea, the people see you differently. So there is a level of fear from our sides that maybe we are going to lose these people because
Alex,
we
you
are,
are talking about your reality. You are
of course,
projecting this out.
of course.
You need to deal with money yourself, how you see money, because you have not a good connection with that. And you need to deal with the definition of a salesperson because you have an issue with that. And this is what you copy paste from your top all the way to all of the people who are working with you. You need to change this mindset. doTERRA, as a business, you are selling products. You are a salesperson. If you don't like that, it means that you're not going to succeed in it. And you need to change your mindset about being a salesperson. You need to learn that we can be a salesperson as spiritual beings who are sharing magical things. Everything in life, Alex, is about sales anyway, because as you go everywhere, you are selling your services. You are offering something as a value to people. That's why you are paid in your job. You are selling your qualities to your children as a father. You are a salesperson. Yeah. Have you thought about this? You, as a father, you are a salesperson because you are selling all your knowledge to him. Yeah. You are investing to him.
We need to go now because now I need to take care of the baby. So thank you very much. I love these conversations, and whoever is seeing this, I'm sure something will come up as well. So hopefully the people who are in our lineage, they see it, because please, at least find time to see this. If you don't,
you know what, it's beautiful, but I also hope who is not in our lineage, anyone in the world who wants to learn from this is given to everyone and benefit from it. Whatever you are or not in the lineage, in the lineage, we need to learn that everything is one included, everyone is in it. Who wants to learn will learn, who doesn't want to learn doesn't. We have freedom of choice.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for this time we spent, and let's continue another time.
Yeah. See you, Balázs.
Ciao.